Hi, this is Hop Chalk Book Talk, Volume 3, Episode 7 for Montana Noir, edited by James Grady and Keir Graff. Montana Noir is a collection of short stories, all in the noir genre. Literally translated, noir means black. However, the genre itself is more gray or ambiguous. If you ask anybody what noir means, you'll probably get a different response from each person. It's very, like I said, ambiguous. All of the short stories take place in a city or area in Montana. That's why it's called Montana Noir. And all are considered in the genre of noir. And that's where the similarity for all 15 of these short stories ends. The noir genre can be described as something of where the protagonist is being put into a no-win situation. And oftentimes the wrong or the illegal choice is probably the right one for them. Oftentimes these endings have an unclear and ambiguous ending, an open ending, if you will, letting the reader figure out what ultimately happens to that protagonist. The short stories themselves in the book range about 10 pages. There's 15 stories, as I said, and it's broken up into 4 different sections. 1 is Copper Power, 2 is the High Line, 3 is Custer County, and 4 is Where Rivers Run. The total book pages length is 277 pages. Each of the 15 stories is completely different from the others, and without any exaggeration of what I'm saying, every single story is very entertaining. And I usually don't do that in these, but they all are. The reading level is an easy freshman or sophomore reading level. Some of the stories, not all of them, do have graphic language and do have graphic content. However, there isn't any real graphic violence for something that is known for that kind of gritty, tough genre. There isn't graphic violence. There's violence, but nothing as graphic as one would think. There are a variety of Montana authors who contributed to this book. Again, why it's called Montana Noir. 8 males, 6 females, 2 American Indians who are registered to Montana tribes. So why this one? Why Montana Noir? Number 1, noir is a very specific genre that Hop Chalk hasn't visited, so that's one reason. 2, Montana authors. Montana authors are a strong and proud community, dating all the way back to Norm MacLean and A.B. Guthrie. The title of a Montana author is great, prestigious company in which to be included, and all of these authors are. They have a brief bio at the back of the book explaining how each one has a relationship to this great state of Montana. And finally, this is the second time that Hop Chalks have talked about short stories. And like I said, each short story ranges about 10 pages, quick freshman, easy freshman, sophomore reading level. So if that interests you, trying a new type of genre like noir, stop by the Great Falls High Library and check out Montana Noir.